Some of you may not realize the scope of our EE ministries. Evangelism Explosion offers evangelism training for people of every age. EE is equipping people from kids to adults to seniors. We even have specialized training for those in Generation X. EE reaches into people groups like those in prison, the deaf, and the inner city. And we offer material in many different languages as well. EE has always maintained that to keep up with a multiplying population, we must multiply our training efforts and train people rather than merely win people to the Lord one by one. In this way, we help fulfill our vision of every nation, equipping every people group and every age group to witness to every person.
The mission of the Center for Christian Statesmanship is threefold. One is to proclaim the gospel to the leaders of our country. And then number two, for those who are believers already, our mission is to help strengthen them in their faith, to help make them more effective for the Lord and for their work for the country, to help strengthen them by Bible studies, by meeting with them, by training in evangelism, by training in Christian world life view, to help them grow and mature. And our third mission point is to help restore a vision of true Christian statesmanship among our present and our future leaders.
The Share Your Faith workshop is a one-day training designed to help people overcome their fears of witnessing. They learn a simple methodology based on the fingers of their hand, and it's easy for them to learn, it's fun to share, and it's almost impossible to forget. It's a great place for people to start in learning to share their faith.
When we go in from the local church to minister to these who are incarcerated, who are hurting, we are going in answer of prayers of mothers, fathers, brothers, and God is using that in a powerful way. So it's imperative that the local church take heed and look into jail and prison ministry and come alongside of those individuals that the Lord is raising up, and we're here to help you.
Everyday evangelism, which we call EV2, follows on the heels of the Share Your Faith workshop. It incorporates classroom training as well as on-the-job training to help people overcome the natural fears that they have of witnessing. And it's really designed to turn regular Christians into everyday witnesses.
In the early 1960s, Dr. Kennedy developed this tool called Evangelism Explosion. And one of the foundational questions that he was asking is, how do we connect this emerging generation with the gospel of Jesus Christ? And how do we multiply this generation to share the gospel? XCE, in development in the early 2000s and now through today, is asking the same exact question. So the goal of XCE is very much the same goal as EE has been since the beginning, and that is, how do we connect this younger, upcoming generation with the gospel of Jesus? And how do we multiply that generation of believers to share the gospel in their world?
Kids EE and Hope for Kids are ministries that were designed to reach, win, and ground kids in the basic fundamentals of the gospel, but not stop there. Our goals are to equip kids to clarify the gospel to others in their lives now and for the rest of their lives. The two main words that describe Hope for Kids and Kids EE are interactive and relational. We do this by using various methods, anything from hand motions to songs, cadences, crafts for the tactile learner, visual and audio. And we use these methods so that the kids gain a greater understanding of the fundamental gospel concepts, but also to help them with retention. They are able to retain the fundamental gospel concepts and challenged with those truths in their own personal walk with God. Out of that heart that's been challenged, our goal is that those kids will then be able to clarify the gospel to others.